What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Yesterday we had another trade go down as Christian Wood has been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. So today, you guys already know we're going to jump into 2K and try to build a championship team with Christian Wood and Luka Doncic as the forefront of this team, see what other pieces we can add, and this one should be a lot of fun. Of course, going to recap the full trade once again in the video. Before we get into things, leave a like to the video, of course, subscribe if you're new around here, that'd be greatly appreciated, but let's get it. So Christian Wood has been traded to the Dallas Mavericks for basically the 26th overall pick. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's talk about the trade a little bit. Let's talk about it for both sides. And of course, we're going to rebuild this Christian Wood Mavericks roster and kind of see what we can do with this team today. So let's take a real quick look at what the trade fully was like. So it's basically, like I said, it's essentially Christian Wood for the 26th overall pick. But there was a lot of other players in the trade. The Mavericks traded 4 players to match Christian Wood's salary. They basically gave up 4 players who weren't even in the rotation anyway. So I think this is a huge W for the Dallas Mavericks, given that 26 overall pick. I mean, who would you have gotten really with 26 anyway? So Christian Wood is a perfect fit next to Luka Doncic. I actually really love this for the Mavericks. But Trey Burke, Boban, Marquise Chris, Sterling Brown, and that 26 overall pick are headed to the Houston Rockets, while of course the Mavericks are getting Christian Wood. And Christian Wood's only making $14 million. He's on an expiring contract. But I think that's very good value for both teams. I mean, the Rockets got a first round pick for Christian Wood. You take that each and every day, frees up minutes for Alperen Şengün, and they're probably going to draft a big with the 3rd overall pick. So it makes sense to move on from Christian Wood. Now, I thought Christian Wood was a little bit more valuable than this, but no. Mavericks did a good job. They traded 4 players who are not going to matter. They're not going to matter for the Rockets either. W trade. I like it for both sides. I think the Rockets maybe could have tried to get a little bit more, maybe squeeze a Josh Green out of Dallas, but other than that, I'm happy with it. So now we take a look at the Mavericks roster with Luka and Christian Wood. I really like this move because, like I said, you didn't even spend that much to get him, but now you have Christian Wood on this Mavericks roster next to Luka Doncic, who can be a big who's going to either, pick and pop, pick and roll. I mean, there's going to be a lot of good things they can do with Christian Wood. Now, defensively, he's not like fantastic or anything like that. He'll be fine. But regardless, you mostly got him for his offense because he's a really good big. And I mean, you saw what he did when he first got to Houston. He was really freaking good with with James Harden, and then of course the team started to rebuild and fall off a little bit. So, and then I think Christian Wood got injured as well, but he's going to be really good next to Luka, I imagine so. So let's get into this video. Let's start to build this roster up. And guys, let me know if you guys like the new thumbnail style. I decided with a new thumbnail style today, and I really like it. I think I like it better than the ones I used to do. So let me know. So now that we have our coaching staff completely filled out, of course, we're here on draft night where we don't have the 26th overall pick anymore. We do have a 2nd round pick though from, or I guess it's not really for the Miami Heat. It just says that, but that's what the Mavericks are picking at in real life. And there's still like a bunch of salaries here. So it's not like this is the only move the Mavericks can make. There's a lot more they can do. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Jalen Brunson, whether they still value Jalen Brunson as a guy. Now, I mean, I like the Christian Wood edition. I'm just not sure Christian Wood is the only move you should make. If you can make another move on top of that, I think you'd do it. And I'm going to try to do that today. And I'm not sure who it's going to be for, but we'll see. So let's go into the 2nd round pick. Let's go into the 2nd round, and let's see what we get at number 57. So we got a lot of interesting players here, but I'm just going to take Matthew Mayer. It really does not matter. They're probably going to be part of a trade eventually, I assume. So Paulo goes number 1, Jabari goes number 2, and Chet goes number 3 to the Rockets. We got Matthew Mayer coming over from the 2nd round. Maxi Kleber has been really good, so I'm actually going to accept him for Dallas. And then qualifying offers, we got Moses Wright and Theo Pinson, which is players that are nice bench additions, but nothing crazy. So Brunson is the big free agent, of course, for this team. So when we take a look at the roster, I like Dinwiddie as the backup point guard. He played pretty well in the playoffs for them for the most part. Tim Hardaway should be coming back from injury, and he should be a nice piece. I don't think they'd be getting rid of him or anything like that, unless if there's a team that wants to take on his contract off of an injury, but I don't imagine so. Reggie Bullock played some good minutes as well. And then Dorian Finney-Smith obviously was a really good piece. Then you have Christian Wood, Dwight Powell, and Maxi Kleber. So I really like this, but like I said, I want to add like a 3rd guy here, and I'm primarily wanting to find like a small forward if possible. And that would be for, like, maybe I trade Jalen Brunson to do so, because we do have Tim Hardaway. But it would have to matter. Like, it would have to be a really good player we're getting back in return. I don't want to just trade Jalen Brunson for nothing, right? So let's see what small forwards maybe make sense, or even shooting guard / small forwards. Either way, just like another guy here with Christian Wood and Luka Doncic is kind of what I envision and is what I want to see this team do. Like, I don't know if you could pull off getting Zach LaVine. Obviously, there's been some rumors about that, but you got like RJ Barrett, Anthony Edwards, who are not, they're not going to be available or anything like that. Desmond Bane, Terry Rozier. Brogdon could be a guy you could get probably from the Indiana Pacers for maybe not that he may not be that expensive. It may not be the sexiest move in the world, but I do like the idea of Brogdon. But then again, do you really trade Jalen Brunson for Brogdon, or do you just keep Jalen Brunson? I don't know. I mean, that is a question the Dallas Mavericks will have to ask themselves. And then you got like Andrew Wiggins, who's playing pretty well. OG Anunoby would be really nice as well. But there's some interesting players here, but I probably for now would just resign Jalen Brunson, to be honest. I just don't really see anybody that's worth it. Like, I could trade for Malcolm Brogdon, obviously, and maybe I could keep Jalen Brunson on top of that. But to be realistic today, I think Jalen Brunson is going to get around $20 million a year. I really do, especially with how he played in the playoffs. I'm going to offer him that 4-year, $20 million, and I think that's what he's going to get for real. So we're going to get Jalen Brunson back, which is what is really important, because you can't just let him walk for nothing. That's not going to be something you can do. So now you have Luka, Dinwiddie, you have Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway, Reggie Bullock, Josh Green, and then you have Dorian Finney-Smith, Davis Bertans, and then a lot of good centers. I think you move Tim Hardaway to small forward, and then it'll be like Tim Hardaway starting and then Reggie Bullock off the bench, which I think works a little bit better. And then you'll have probably you could maybe move Maxi Kleber down to the power forward. We'll figure it out. So no move this offseason outside of just relying on Tim Hardaway to be really good. Jalen Brunson's going to come back and be really good again. So, and then Christian Wood obviously is a huge addition. So I really wanted to make another trade, but I just didn't really see anything that made sense for us. If we do make another trade later on, of course, we will let you know. But we're going to go ahead and just keep it like this for now. And we're just going to see how this team's going to do with just Christian Wood added with Luka Doncic. I really do like it a lot. I mean, they tried it with Porzingis. Didn't work out because of health concerns. But now we are here with Christian Wood, and maybe things can be a little bit different. And then as far as rotation is concerned, a lot of guys did go down in overall, which is quite disappointing, but that's okay. So Luka, of course, is the point guard. Jalen Brunson at the 2. Tim Hardaway at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith at the 4. Christian Wood at the 5. Kleber, Dinwiddie, Josh Green, and Dwight Powell. So that is going to be... I'm going to probably play Reggie Bullock over Dwight Powell, to be honest with you. That way we have Kleber as the backup center, and then we'll have Reggie Bullock. They want to have Josh Green in there, which is fine. And we're going to see how this rotation does this year. Proficiency-wise, we're sitting at a 3.5 perimeter-centric. We go up anywhere. I guess we can move this to a balanced system as well. And then shot tendencies are going to be pretty important as well. Luka, of course, is really high. Christian Wood, I want it to be pretty high. Tim Hardaway, whip to like an 80. And then Jalen Brunson, same thing. Let's move it up to like an 84, something like that. So, and then Finney-Smith is way too low. I mean, he takes more shots than... What is 2K giving him? It's a 33 shot tendency, I think I saw. Yeah, that's just too disrespectful. Let's put it up to like a 65-ish or something like that. So hopefully this team does really good this year with Christian Wood, Luka Doncic, and Jalen Brunson as kind of your core pieces, along with Tim Hardaway and Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's see what happens. Season 1 comes to a close, and of course, when I take over the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic doesn't win MVP every year. John Morant wins it with 33, 7 and 8, which is fine. But rookie of the year goes Jabari on the Thunder. Then you got 6-man going to Brogdon. Rudy Gobert, defensive player on the Jazz, and LaMelo Ball most improved. Nate McMillan, coach of the year, and Christopher Bell is your executive for the Atlanta Hawks. So here's your All-NBA first team: John Morant, Luka Doncic, of course, is here as well. All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, all defensive first team, all defensive second team. But we did make the playoffs, but we are the 6th seed in the Western Conference, so not really where we wanted to be. Obviously, we want to be higher than that. We're literally coming off a Western Conference Finals appearance, so of course we're looking to make that next jump. Maybe the Mavericks overachieved a little bit. Phoenix should not have folded the way they did, but they still are in the position that they're in. So Christian Wood averaged 17 and 9 next to Luka. I still think we need a third guy. I do like Jalen Brunson, but I think I need to find him in a centerpiece of a trade. That way we get like another guy, kind of get our potential as high as it can be. So we'll see how these playoffs go for us, though. Dinwiddie averaged 10. Finney-Smith with 12. So yeah, boosting up his shot tendency helped out a lot. Man, the man was not shooting. So, and Tim Hardaway with 13, Jalen Brunson with 15. And of course, Luka doing his thing with 31 and 11. But we get to play the Nuggets in round 1. So that's going to be a tough matchup. Nikola Jokic, of course. You have Jamal Murray, who's going to be healthy. They drafted Benedict Mathurin. I'm not sure how they got that accomplished, but they did. So shout out to the Nuggets. But let's just go ahead and somebody current round. I literally have nothing to lose here. If we lose, no big deal. If we win, awesome. Let's see what happens. Somebody current round. And we're going to beat them in 6 games. So we get out of the first round. We upset the Nuggets as the 6th seed. Christian Wood drops 21 in that game 6, shooting 8 of 10 from the field. You love to see it. Of course, we plan on re-signing Christian Wood this offseason, so it is nice to see him succeed in the playoffs. Now we get the Pelicans, which, of course, the Pelicans, in 2K are not easy at all. They're just not. They're the way they are. We all know what the Pelicans are like. They drafted Johnny Davis. They have CJ McCollum, Herbert Jones. A really solid starting 5. I don't imagine we upset them, but 2K, you just never really know, man. You take everything with a grain of salt. Somebody current round, and we lose in 5. So we did win 1 game, but unfortunately, we come up short in the second round. Zion drops 42, and then Finney Smith is 28. So Finney Smith dropped 28 in that game 5, and we still lost, man. That is not a good look. But regardless, Utah and New Orleans, we got the Pelicans, of course, going all the way to win it all. So I think it is for sure we need to make another move. We didn't do it in the first offseason, but now it's time to do it. We got to find a way to get better. We got to find a way to get another third. We got to get a third guy. We got to get a third guy here in Dallas. There's no other way around it. Miami have the #1 overall pick for some reason, which is kind of crazy. I don't even think we have our first round pick this offseason, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure the Knicks have it. Yeah, 20, they have it. So it's going to be tough, but maybe Josh Green as an asset. I do want Jason Kidd back. He's been surprisingly a really good head coach for the Mavericks. So yeah, Jason Kidd definitely has earned his stripes, and he deserves to be back as head coach. So welcome back, Jason Kidd. And to the draft we go, even though, like I said, we can't really make any trades with draft picks, but do we still have salaries? We do have Tim Hardaway. We have Davis Bertans expiring. Well, I guess it's not expiring. He still has a player option, which sucks. But and then Jalen Brunson. Or I guess it's non-guaranteed next year, so it's kind of expiring. Then Finney Smith, Jalen Brunson. But we're probably gonna have to wait till after the draft to make a move, which is unfortunate because team intel changes usually after the draft. But we don't even have a pick, so let's just go straight to player options, and we'll go from there. So player options, we got Dinwiddie at $18 million. I'm actually gonna decline it, and then Reggie Bullock, I'm gonna decline as well. I'm gonna accept Matthew Mayer. I'm gonna decline these salaries just because I mean, I could accept them and try to make a trade for like a really good player, or I could decline them. I'm not sure which way I want to go. I don't think I'll have cap space, right? Let me see. Let me double check real quick. Financial salary cap breakdown. We're negative. Yeah, we're not gonna have cap space. I mean, look at all the salaries we got. Jalen Brunson did it. Well, we declined Dinwiddie. Yeah, I highly. Well, did Christian Wood get an extension without my? Or no, never mind. So what am I looking? Why does it say he's making 21 million? I don't understand that. Okay, regardless, I don't think we'll have cap space. So maybe I do accept them. Maybe I do, and I use their expiring contracts to get a good player. I'm going to accept them. Might be a gamble, but I'm going to do it, and it'll definitely be interesting. I don't think we would have had cap space anyway. Christian Wood is in fact a free agent, and he is definitely commanding a big dollar amount. But I'm going to try to trade for somebody first. So maybe sign and trade a free agent. Is there anybody out here that makes sense? I guess you could get like Bradley Beal. You got Christian Wood, who obviously I'm going to get, but I guess I'll take a look around the market first before I look at free agents, and I'm going to try to make a trade and see if I can make something happen. We don't have a ton of assets, but we'll do our best to get another player here next to Christian Wood and Luka. So I'm seeking a third guy here in Dallas, and that is going to be Michael Porter Jr. from the Denver Nuggets. Now, I'm not sure why the Nuggets would do this. The only thing I can really think about is that if Denver was just desperate to get off his contract, they don't trust him anymore, his injuries or whatever, and, you know, I'm just here and I'm like, you know what, it's 2K. Doesn't matter. I'm going to grit Michael Porter because he's got to stay healthy in 2K. I don't know, man. It's a fine line you have to travel, but it'll be Jalen Brunson, Reggie Bullock, and Josh Green for Michael Porter. They don't agree to that, of course, and then I'll offer Matthew Mayer as well, and they agree. So just like that, the Nuggets sell low on Michael Porter, and we get him here in Dallas, and just like that, we have our brand new small forward here in Dallas next to Luka. And now when Christian Wood gets re-signed as well. So I love it. And I really think this is going to work well. So Christian Wood, we're going to welcome you back. And then I do want Maxi Kleber back as well. So Maxi Kleber, always a fine center. So we'll sign him. I don't think I'll bring back Dwight Powell. He served his time in Dallas, and he's actually been here forever. So maybe I do re-sign him. He may not be a huge part of the rotation. But he wants a minimum. So yeah, I mean, he's been in Dallas his whole life. I don't know how Mavericks fans feel about him, but I'll sign him back. So here's a rotation. So Dinwiddie we accepted. And although, you know, we could technically trade him as well at $18 million. We could probably make another trade. So I'll probably move Tim Hardaway back to shooting guard then. And he's going to go down in overall, which is quite unfortunate. So now you have Luka, Tim Hardaway, Michael Porter, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Davis Bertans, which I still love. And then Kleber, Dwight Powell, which Dwight Powell won't be a huge part of the rotation. But Kleber, backup big man. Bertans, I mean, technically I could make another trade. I mean, I didn't give up a single first round pick in that Michael Porter trade. So technically, I could, you know, make another crazy trade if I wanted to. And, you know, Malcolm Brogdon still could be on the Pacers right now, and he could be another guy we add to the mix here. He could be a really nice off-ball player or another, you know, guard who could handle the ball a little bit and take some pressure off Luka. So why not? Let's go for it, right? Let's go for it all here. So we need another guard anyway, it looks like. So I'm going to offer Davis Bertans, and then I will offer Dwight Powell, who I just signed. And I'll offer you a 2026 pick for Malcolm Brogdon. They do not agree to that, which I don't understand. What about a couple seconds? Or I don't want to offer 2 first. What about 2 seconds? They don't agree. What if I offered another first? Because we're going for it all here. 2027, 2026. They still don't agree to that. Are we serious right now? Second. All right. I might just be overpaying at this point. Man, Brogdon would have been awesome on this team, but I'm still going to look for another guy because we have the salary to do it, and we need another guard anyway because Tim Hardaway is going to go down and Dinwiddie is going to go down. I don't trust them right now. So it's not exactly what I was looking for, but this could be a potential trade to get Norman Powell and Luke Kennard, or we could do this one for Evan Fournier and we get a first-round pick out of the Knicks. So I'm going to go ahead and make this trade. We get Evan Fournier and a first. That's another guard that potentially will be really nice here. So now it's Tim Hardaway, Evan Fournier. Dinwiddie is gone, and now we still kind of need a backup forward, and a backup point guard for that matter. So let's go search for that in free agency. You have Chris Dunn, which Chris Dunn actually would be solid on a minimum level. And then I always go for Cody Martin, but they're always just really solid off the bench. So I'm just going to do it again. So Cody Martin and Chris Dunn, that's your backups. And here we go. So now we have Evan Fournier, which, like I said, it wasn't exactly what I was searching for, but it'll do. So now you have Luka, Chris Dunn, that's Tim Hardaway, Evan Fournier, Michael Porter, Cody Martin, and then Dorian Finney-Smith, Christian Wood, Max Kleber, and Dwight Powell. So I'm really ecstatic with it. I'm happy with it. Hopefully player progression doesn't treat us too poorly here. So we have Tim Hardaway going down, Finney-Smith goes down. So not too bad. It could have been worse. Michael Porter up to an 85, Christian Wood 82, Cody Martin up, and then Max Kleber, Evan Fournier, and Dwight Powell are all down, which I kind of figured would happen. But we solved what we wanted to solve. We wanted to get another guy here. We already solved that with Michael Porter. Nuggets sell low on him, get rid of him. They're concerned with his injury history, and I'm just here like, hey, you know what, it's no big deal because it's 2K. So happy to have you, Michael Porter Jr. Will be another guy here. So just like that, this is going to be your starting five. It's Luka, Tim Hardaway, Michael Porter, Dorian Finney-Smith, Christian Wood, Cody Martin, Chris Dunn, Evan Fournier, and Maxi Kleber. More than happy with his proficiency, or more than happy with his rotation, I should say. So I'm happy with it. I think we're going to be a really good team. So shot tendencies, want to look at that again. I do want Michael Porter, being that guy. So I'm going to boost him up. I'm going to shrink maybe Christian Wood maybe a little bit, like an 83, and then, everyone else's is fine. So let's go ahead and simulate this year with Michael Porter added to the mix, and let's see if that makes a world of difference or not. We got to the second round, year number 1. Let's see if we get to the Western Conference Finals again in year number 2. So season number 2 goes a lot better for this Dallas organization. 25-10 from Luka Doncic. Of course, the man wins MVP. We usually see that here in 2K. It's just nice to see when I'm controlling the Mavericks. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year on the Miami Heat, which is something I don't think I ever would have seen. I don't know why the Miami Heat got the #1 overall pick, but they did, so shout out to them. Isaiah Stewart, 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, which he's gotten a lot of bash lately because he hasn't shot a basketball since April. And then most of the player goes to Cody Martin, interestingly enough, off the bench for us here in Dallas. Love to see that. And Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year, as we went 58-24, adding Michael Porter to the mix here in Dallas. You love to see it. And Christian Bartlett on the Pistons, your Executive of the Year, which I think should have been me, but it is what it is. All-NBA first team goes to Luka, of course. You got Trey, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic. All-NBA second team got Shea, Ja Morant, Zion, Kevin Durant, and Embiid. And all defensive first team, all defensive second team. So we are the first seed in the Western Conference, rightfully so, after going 58-24. Luka averages 25, Christian Wood averages 20, and Michael Porter averages 20 as well. So we got 3 guys averaging 20, which you love to see. Luka finally has his help here in Dallas. So Michael Porter was a great addition. Christian Wood, of course, has been a great addition. Tim Hardaway and Dorian Finney-Smith are being great starters as well, both averaging 13 points per game. You love to see that. Evan Fournier, off the bench, averages 11, 10 from Cody Martin, 6 from Chris Dunn, and 4 from Maxi Kleber. So let's see who we get to play in round 1. We get the Denver Nuggets, which this is fun because we actually, of course, made a trade with this team. We gave them Jalen Brunson. They decided to move on from Michael Porter. So that was a interesting scenario. But I think we should be able to beat them. We beat them in the first year. So hopefully history repeats itself, especially since now we're the first seed and they're the 8th seed. And last year we upset them. So hopefully they don't get the revenge. Somebody current round. And we are going to, please don't lose. Oh my God, bro. I was about to just be so upset if we lost in round 1. But regardless, we do move on. And now we're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is a team that's not too easy to beat in this game. So Kevin Porter, Blake Wesley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Towns. I'm a little nervous about this series, not going to lie to you. So we're going to go game by game. Game 1, we're down 1-0 to start things off. We absolutely get blown out, which is not a good look. Game 2, we even it up, though. We're back, right? Michael Porter drops 40. You love to see that. 34, 29. We need that each and every game. We should win this series. Game 3, we're up 2-1. We go up 3-1. No. Okay, this is a huge game 5. We cannot afford to drop game 5 at home, especially. Can't do it. So let's see if we can come in here and win game 5 and be in a huge advantage going to game 6. Come on, let's get it. Okay, we can take the lead here. Come on, strike the lead. There we go. They took it back. Get it real quick. Oh, we lose game 5. At home, too. Not a good look. Okay. Game 6, this is going to be a big one. I actually might shrink this down to an 8-man rotation because we really don't want to lose here. Everyone is literally on fire in the rotation. They want to start Evan Fournier because of how good he's been. So I guess he was a really good addition to the team. Let's go ahead and simcast for game 6. And let's see if we can force a game 7 back to Dallas, man. I don't really want to lose in round 2, to be honest with you. So hopefully, but like I said, man, Minnesota is a tough team in 2K. So can we beat them? It's a back and forth game. They take the lead, and they're ultimately going to run away with it as they beat us 119 to 128. 29 from Luka, 27 from Michael Porter, and 25 from Christian Wood. So we lose in round 2. So we're going to be running it back another year. Minnesota goes on to win it all. So round 2 is as far as we got in the video. It's really unfortunate. Really want to get to the Western Conference Finals / the NBA Finals before this video is over. Got one more chance to do it. So here we are in the draft at pick number 29 here. So obviously we're looking to get better. So I mean, I don't really know what I want for sure, but I'll take Covington here and with our first round pick. Might end up trading that later on, but like I said, we're trying. I might low-key. Evan Fournier was really good, but at $90 million, I don't think I can pay him that. Qualifying offers, we have none. And then I definitely want like every free agent I just had back if possible. Fournier is somebody at $2 million at a minimum contract after the way he played for us. Sure. Do I want to renounce Bo Cruz? Yeah, he's not part of this video today. And then Cody Martin, I would love to have him back as well if I can, because he was actually really solid, but I might not be able to get him. So maybe I should have signed him to a multiple year deal when I had the chance, but maybe I missed out on that chance here. Where is he? He wants 11 million and we can't get that. That sucks. So we're not going to get Cody Martin back after winning most improved player. So Luka, you have Tim Hardaway, Michael Porter, Dorian Finney-Smith, and we really don't have a bench, to be honest with you. So I'm going to sign Evan Fournier to a minimum contract. I don't know how much he's going to stay good in overall. Monte Morris wants a minimum contract to be a backup point guard. I will for sure sign up for that. John Wall, of course, as well, but we don't really need John Wall. Matisse Thybulle as a defensive player candidate? Sure. Get Matisse Thybulle on this Mavericks roster, and then we have one more. Jakob Poeltl on a minimum too? Yeah, sign me up for that. I'm okay with that, and we can still get like a lot of good players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're essentially running it back with kind of the same core, but we were so, I feel like we're right there, man. So Michael Porter should improve as well. He actually didn't, but nobody went down in overall too much, which is good. And we got our bench, I think, a little bit better as well. So we're running it back another year, man. We're going to see what happens. And hopefully this year, this third and final chance that we do have leads us to a championship. So this year, Nikola Jokic wins MVP, Lewis Rookie of the Year, Lillard 6th Man, Jaren Jackson Defensive Player, AJ Griffin Most Improved, and James Borrego is your Coach of the Year on the Charlotte Hornets still, which of course we know he got fired. So we got to fix that eventually. But I'm here, and then Luka did not make an All-NBA first team, which maybe that's a good thing. We're the 4th seed in the Western Conference, so we're still in the mix. We're still in the Twix. So 26 from Luka Doncic, 23 from Michael Porter, 17, 12, 11. I mean, this is essentially our last chance to get something done here. Our rotation was pretty solid. I really liked it, to be honest with you. So hopefully this leads us to where we want to be. So we're playing the Phoenix Suns in round 1, which we know we've beaten in the past. They have Bronny James, Devin Vassell. They no longer have Devin Booker. So we should not lose with this team. Somebody current round, and we are going to lose in 7 in round 1. After many years of rebuilding this team, we lose to James Wiseman, DeAndre Ayton, and the Phoenix Suns and Bronny James. Wow, that is definitely a disappointing ending to this video. We lose in 7 to the Phoenix Suns, but I will take my L by the chin. I got to round 2 times in this video, and then we get first round in the last season. Really disappointed, to be honest with you, but I will end off with that and take my L. I'm okay with that. I will admit, I take my L today, and I will live with it proudly. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Christian Wood in Dallas, I think, is a great move. They didn't have to give up too much, and it's going to be another good big next to Luka Doncic. And I think Christian Wood's going to be really good in Dallas. So I really love this move a lot, and he shouldn't cost too much once he is a free agent, hopefully. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did, but this is Crushables. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.